If you find cooking with frozen burger patties boring, then there's hope. They don't have to be. You can jazz them up and make very delicious meals with them. This is especially important if you are keto friendly, if you eat keto friendly, or if you are gluten free and you're trying to live that sans bun life, then this video is for you. I'm going to show you 5 reasons why you really should hold on to that lowly, humble frozen hamburger patty. And we'll talk about how you can cook with it and make it delicious. Welcome to A Great Cooker. I'm Sophronia. Before we jump in, I want to let you know that I'm working on a free newsletter. It's going to be full of recipes, healthy ones, and also full of tips for both the beginner cook and all the way to the experienced cook. So make sure you check in the description box below. Hopefully, by the time you watch this video, I'll have that available for you. This is in no particular order, but the first reason why I think using burger patties, um, frozen ones, should be or can be a staple in your cooking is because they're fast and convenient. There's no prep required. That's really one of the main reasons why I use them every day. I don't have to shape them. I don't have to wait for the ground beef to thaw. I do have to season them, but that is a very quick process and they taste good. So it's definitely a win-win in the convenience and taste department. And you really can cook frozen burgers pretty quickly. These days I cook mine on my indoor contact grill, and they're well done actually in about 7 minutes. So that's pretty quick. I mean, even if you cook them in a skillet, you could have your burgers done in under 10 minutes, which isn't very long at all to me as far as cooking a main dish goes. The second reason why frozen burger patties can be a staple in your healthy cooking kitchen is because you can cook them you can cook them however you want. You can use whatever cooking method that you desire. I just mentioned the indoor grill. I used to have a George Foreman one, and nowadays I have a different brand, but no matter the brand, they cook up quickly there. Another way that you can cook your burgers is the frozen ones is you can actually slide them in the oven. I used to do this regularly when I was cooking for a family of 6. I would get 12 burgers on trays in 2 trays and slide them in the oven, season them, and then slide them in the oven. Easy peasy. It, I think, if I'm remembering, it's been a while, but I think I would cook them at 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. Another way that you can cook them very easily is in your air fryer. If you watch A Great Cooker, then you know that I am an absolute fan of the air fryer. However, I will be honest with you, I this is not my preferred method of cooking burgers. It'll get the job done, but to me, it makes for uneven cooking. I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, I've cooked other frozen things in the air fryer. I'm not sure why I have this situation happen with the burgers, but that may not be the case for you. I mean, you can cook your frozen patties in around 10 minutes, I think, maybe depending on how well done you like them. If you want them well done, it might be a few minutes more. But again, very quick, very convenient, very easy. You also can even cook the burgers in your electric pressure cooker. I have a video, I'm going to link it down below, and that video shows you how to cook frozen burgers in the Instant Pot. And again, this is something that I used to do some years back when I was cooking fairly good sized meals. You literally could fill your Instant Pot almost to the top. You could fill it to the fill line as long as you space them out and don't stack the burgers directly on top of each other. And I mean, you could cook up a bunch of burgers for a big family or for a potluck or some type of event. Super easy to do. And also with the Instant Pot, you don't really have to babysit the burgers. You can just set your timer, and after a while, you'll get a feel for how long it actually takes. Just because you set the timer for 10 minutes for your burgers, your your Instant Pot has to come to pressure, has to cook. So it's going to take longer than 10 minutes, but once you set the process, you can just walk away and walk back in your kitchen maybe 20-25 minutes later, and your burgers will be good to go. The third reason why I think frozen burgers are a good staple in the kitchen, is because they're like a blank slate. You can cook them and season them and make them taste absolutely any way that you want to. Let me give you an example. Not too long ago, I really was craving Chinese food, but I don't really eat out that much anymore just because it's hard to know exactly what ingredients are in takeout. So I got two burger patties. I seasoned them with just anything that seemed like it could be for Chinese food. So I put some ginger on there. I know that was one of the main ingredients that I used. And I splashed a bit of coconut aminos on the burgers, and of course, salt, pepper, and some other seasonings. I cooked that. And while those burgers were cooking, I sauteed some cabbage, and then I put it over top of the burgers, and that didn't take, oh my gosh, that was really fast. I know I put that meal together in under 15 minutes, and it definitely satisfied my craving for Chinese food. And you can use this principle pretty much for any desire that you might have with your food. For example, I also sometimes make like a taco style burger, and that entails some cumin and cilantro seasonings. And then I'll also maybe sometimes chop some jalapeno and diced onion, and like towards the last minute of cooking, put those on top of the burgers. So, like I said, this is a very versatile food to cook with. Oh, I just thought of one more combo that I do a lot actually, and that's like an Italian style burger. I know I'm using all of these words very liberally, but the concept is what I'm going after. With when I make that burger, I usually use some oregano. Well, actually, I usually nowadays I just use the Italian seasoning because it's all the seasonings are in one, and I'll add some parsley, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and then I will take some homemade. When the burgers are done, I will just pour some homemade marinara sauce over the top of the burgers. And that's really good too. And of course, if you don't want to make your marinara sauce, you can buy some. I know that there probably are some out there that are sugar free, but I am still on the hunt. So if you happen to know of a spaghetti sauce or a pasta sauce that's both sugar free and gluten free, and you'd like to leave that in the comments, I'd really appreciate that. Thank you. The fourth reason I think frozen burger patties can be a staple in your cooking is it's similar to number three, but not only can you cook them, not only can you make them taste any way you want, you can serve them any way that you want. You can eat them in so many different ways. So I already shared a couple of the ways that I flavored or seasoned my burgers in the past. But also, you can, without a bun, okay, without needing a bun at all, you can just really up the flavor of the patties by doing something as basic as just adding sauteed vegetables. And I don't know if I have a video yet. If I don't, I will do my best to make one, because one of the dishes I eat quite regularly is burger patties with sauteed peppers and onions. And that is so good. I never miss the bun when I do that. Also, another way you can make it is a bunless burger. Like, think about a traditional cheeseburger or hamburger sans the bun, right? So you cook your patties, you season them, cook them up, and then you just add everything that you would put into a bun. Your The condiments of your choice. I personally like mayo the best, but there's also a mustard that I get from Amazon that's really good. So your condiments, you can add pickle, lettuce, tomato, onion. And then what I do is I just eat it with a fork and a knife. And it's delicious, especially if I season the patties well. You can even use the patties in an altered form. I have a video, which I will link to, where I show how I call it a hamburger salad. And it's, yeah, basically I cut up the patties. I make a salad. I cut up the patties, add those to the salad, and then I have a dressing that makes you think about the same type of toppings that you would have on a traditional burger. So you don't even have to leave the patty as is. You can cut it up and put it in different dishes. The fifth reason why I think having frozen burger patties is important in your kitchen, it can be a staple, is because it makes meal prep extremely easy. As a matter of fact, it kind of minimizes meal prep because I always keep a big box of burgers on hand. Let me show you. Can you see that? As you can see, it's open. Actually, I think I've only maybe taken 4 patties out of here. But I always make sure that I have frozen burgers in my freezer. And because of that, I know that at any time if I'm hungry and I don't feel like figuring out what I'm going to eat, the patties are there. That is, it's less meal prep really, because I don't have to prep a burger patty, a frozen one. Now, I just want to say, of course, you can make your own patties. I've done that. I did that for years. I've formed my own patties and then cooked them. And I'm going to be honest with you, to me, a patty that I form myself is always going to be superior to a frozen patty. And that's because I can season it all the way through. I can put the seasoning and make sure it gets all the way through the patty as opposed to just being on the top and bottom of it. Also, when I season the patties myself, I can put in diced garlic, diced onion. So, I mean, really, you can almost make a burger gourmet if you really want to. And I'm just keeping it real with you. You can't replicate that with a frozen patty. But if you're just trying to eat healthy, you're trying to cook something quick, you're trying to always have something on hand so you can get a meal together no matter, the circumstances, then I do stick by my endorsement of the frozen burger patty. If you've been cooking with burger patties and have been feeling stuck, then I really hope that this video helped you in some way. Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you have certain ways that you use your patties, please feel free to share. Because when you put those types of things in the comments, then as a community, we can just kind of add these tips to our arsenal so that we can stay on track on our healthy eating journeys. I am going to make sure that another video pops up here somewhere. So make sure and tune into that one as well. hopefully it'll be similar to this one. It'll be interesting. Hopefully it'll be interesting to you. Also, make sure to subscribe if you like what you saw in this video. I make lots of videos giving you tips on how to eat healthy. I also do a lot of cooking as well. I cook a lot of healthy dishes. Thank you so much for watching A Great Cooker, and I'll see you in the next video.